Wednesday. I'll start. I'm
It's
feeling
good.
great. I feel amazing. That's how I feel. And I have no distractions, so I'll pass to you, Zeb.
Thanks, Tam. Yeah, I'm feeling great too. Like Sam finally finished the hatch. That was, he was very stressed, so now he's much better. So yeah, the mood in the house is better. So that's awesome. Yeah, back to you, Edu.
Yes, I'm feeling good. I have been diving on this spreadsheet for a while, so it's fun. Um, and I'm feeling it's sunny outside, even though I only went outside in the morning. So distractions that I want to be on the praise session too. That's my main distraction. Welcome, Grave. Your intentions and distractions.
Same. I have like 4 calls I could be on right now, so it's very distracting. But this is probably the one, I think. So I'm here. Yeah, and then intentions are just probably it'd be cool if it turns into a hack session where we just start reaching out to people. I know I need to do that, and it's hard for me to budget the time.
Sure.
But if we have that space, that's cool. Distractions, very few.
Right. Tam, do you want to start?
Yeah, let's get started. So I had some time and put together a second version of messaging, something that I could share as well to, like Max Song and some people that I thought I couldn't just send a meme to and get away with it because I'm not as cool as Griff. So I have some other messages in this doc, and I don't know if they're helpful to anyone else, but if they want to use them, there's the vote message, and then there's the activate your membership or lose your impact hours message. And then I was trying to work out, I'm going one through the people in the list and like seeing, do they have impact hours? If they have impact, like I'm starting with the impact hours list. So I'm starting with like the people that have impact hours, and then either they activated or they didn't activate their membership, and I send the appropriate message based on whatever circumstance that is. And then I think we'll eventually get to the don't have impact hours when we hit the curate list, because actually I already, going through using the curate list, I already came across somebody who hasn't activated their membership, which is Tyler from Block Science. So I sent him the message to activate his membership. And then I sent him the message, but you have C-Stack score, so you can vote. So it's sort of like a one by one case of how we get through them. So I know that, Eduardo, you were going to work on divvying up this list. I think Craig has volunteered to help send out messages. I think Ivy might be able to help send out messages too. Maybe there's a few other people who can. It's sort of just a matter of like getting the list together, and then the order and how to, which message to send. So I'll pass to you for an update there.
Yes. So I'll share my screen. So we are using correct list. Every time I say that word, it comes out wrong. The list of correct. So basically, we are using this list, and the changes we did in the morning with Ham was to add vote message and activate trusted seed message, because we have cases of people who haven't activated trusted seed and they have impact hours, or the cases of people who the case of people who hasn't activated their membership, and people in the case of people who has impact hours and haven't activated the membership, and the case of people that we need to invite them to vote. So we sort of put them in the same column, and then the next column I, it's a column for assignments and notes. So I translate the list from the people in the TEC curate from everyone who has above 15 impact hours, checking on above of these people who were assigned originally, of these people in the TEC curate, put their name of the people who were originally assigned here, and any notes for the ones that has been already contacted. For example, Lauren has sent a lot of rogue the vote messages, but a lot of them doesn't have membership activated. So she sent message. She told them to activate to 2 of them. So all these things are in the note in column I. And a bunch of them are unassigned also. So yeah, so if we can see the, oh, hello there, Craig. Can you hear us? Okay, I guess later on. So basically, this is what we have so far. Ideally, we can divide a lot of the unassigned to people or to ourselves, so we can start sending the messages and basically label here once you have done one of those options. Is that clear? I'm very confused. I'm very confusing when I speak sometimes. So
no, I think it's super clear. I think this is probably a great place to start. It's less confusing than the curate sheet, because the curate sheet, we have to go back and be like impact hours, trusted seed. And maybe this is something we can just say it like right now. Craig, here, take these 10 people, or, and Griff, take these 10 people, and Tamara, take these 10 people, and then we're going to take these 10 people. And that's a mistake here. And because I think the message is pretty clear here, because we have both. I just have one question. I don't know if you can, if we can hear you, Craig, but there are the please apply. It disappeared now, but can you, the please apply please, what is this, and what it means that they haven't even applied to trusted.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Griff just hit it because the addresses are not public, right? And we've been sensitive with the addresses throughout, and that's likely why Griff just did that. So the apply please.
Because I assume Septimus is recording the video, and it would be ideal to not publish the video with names and addresses.
Yeah, I was thinking actually like just.
Yeah, very good point. Thanks, Griff.
Remove the email.
And that's why I've been kind of close-handed with this sheet, Eduardo. It's nothing personal. It's just that it has the addresses, and that's the one really, and email addresses. So, anyways, sorry, Tim. Your question was apply, please. Right. So. There are formulas in those cells that search other sheets for both Discord handles, Telegram handles, as well as impact hours. And if those things are not found in the other sheets, it just defaults to apply, please. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have some questions. Yes, sorry, Tom.
So it means that they're not found in the trusted seed sheet, and they're not found in the impact hour sheet.
No, just in one of, I'm sorry, in one or the other. So it's convoluted, but they search different workbooks.
Okay.
So yeah, if it's in the address column, then it's not found in the Trusted Seed Application Master Workbook that Griff and Dan control. And if it's not in if there's no IH, that comes from the praise quant sheet, essentially, and cascades down.
So is this a true statement? A row that has impact hours in column C and apply please in column D means we have to, the next step for that person is join the trusted seed.
Correct.
The next step is apply.
Yeah.
They need to apply to the trusted seed, and then they'll need to activate their membership. Or we're identifying them as a Discord handle and they didn't give it to us in their application, right? It's not like we have perfect data on the person. So maybe they're like, no, I already applied. And then we just have to, be like, oh, okay.
And there are a lot of cases like that.
I have a question. Craig, basically, for example, I label on TEC Create a bunch of people who are not showing on the search bar or anywhere else on on your list for some reason. For example, Marilyn. Marilyn doesn't show up anywhere on your list, and he's a trusted member, and he was going to pay his membership probably now, yesterday or something. But I'm asking, why are these people not showing on this list? Like Amin, Jonathan, Blair. I just wondering why are not showing on my search bar. Is there any bug, or just wondering?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what list you're referring to. What sheet are you in?
I'm in the TC Curate sheet. I'm gonna share my screen to explain you which one.
Yeah.
I label here the ones on red that are not on your list, and like Amin, Marilyn, Jonathan, Blair. There is a bunch of people who are not Julio, who are not on that list of yours, and I just want to know if your list for some reason doesn't include them, or just to understand why.
Right. So just a little bit of history. Yes, TEC Curate was my sheet. And I brought it out of the sheet we were just looking at for the privacy reasons mentioned, and that's why it doesn't contain addresses and email addresses. But then Tam took over the Curate sheet, gladly so, and so I haven't updated it in a while, and I don't know what is going on in the Curate sheet, quite honestly, so I can't really, I would have to take a look and see what's happening in the Curate sheet, because I just don't know what's going on in there anymore.
I phrased it wrongly. My question is there like everyone that should be on the trusted seat, it's on your list, the one you passed it on to me?
There was a filter for people that had already received messages in the other sheet, the TC Impact Hour sheet. Is that what you're talking about? Why isn't Amin on the TC Impact Hours and addresses Hatcher tracking tab? And he is. It was just filtered for people that needed the message. He doesn't need the message. That was the thing.
Right. I didn't know that. That was my question. Thank you so much.
I unfiltered it, so now we see everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry it's so confusing, but it is what it is, and it's it's what we've had, and I mean kind of what we're stuck with. So, please ask questions and I'll do my best to answer them. There's a long history of sort of craziness, as everyone smiling can attest to.
Yeah, it's excellent. To answer your question earlier, the TEC Curate sheet has really turned into just tracking Hatcher Outreach. It's really nothing more glamorous than that. Like, who have we reached out to, and have they given a soft commit? Yesterday there was an airdrop of CS Love, and there's a number of people. Is it easy for you to is it like just rerunning a filter on the DC Impact Hour to update the Hatcher tracking tab?
It's not quite that simple. So I guess was a CS Love airdrop to CStack holders, and I should check that. And I guess I'm still a little confused though exactly on what you're asking.
Got it. The Swiss Association spreadsheet that you're using to see who has activated their membership?
Yes.
That spreadsheet is basically what we're using to track CS Love airdrops. So, or it's created for the purpose of doing the airdrops for everyone that's activated their membership. So every Tuesday, it gets updated. So yesterday there's 19 new people there, and I can go in one by one, just X that box in the hacker tracking that says Swiss activated, because I think that's where you pull the data from. But before I did that, I wanted to see if it was just something easy that you could run that would automatically pull from that airdropped spreadsheet.
Yeah, I don't have it automated right now, although, we could, but I've just been doing it manually because there are so many issues really with, and just trying to smooth it all out. So, but I'm happy to do that, Tam. I didn't know that it was updated Tuesday, so that's great information. And that way I just have a point in time where I can go in and update.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. I noted in some of them, as I was just reaching out to people and checking stuff. I noted some too, but yeah, that would be great. This is excellent work. Thank you, Craig. I feel like you made this so much simpler.
Well,
it's fantastic to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a step in, it's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
All right. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do all these messages without this list, correct? So thank you so much. So we have a bunch of people to reach out, basically. Everyone above 15 impact hours. So I don't know, you wanna just change the name to yours, or basically, for example, Griff, you do have bandwidth to send messages, realistically talking?
During this call, absolutely. I'm already started.
Love it.
Right. So Tam, you have a bunch also that I moved from the TEC Great assigned to you that were your onboarding sessions.
Cool. I can jump around there. I can jump around. That's great. What about Craig, and maybe we could have some for Ivy or other people. Maybe we could ask some of the stewards in the stewards call if they can help.
I can take some.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I can filter by unassigned. So I will let you know. Give me a moment. I filter this.
Are you guys just telegramming or discording? Is that your method?
Yeah. Both Discord or Telegram. For example, Polanski, she's not very online on Discord, so I send him on Telegram and he immediately responds. So it goes. Yes.
Eduardo, sorry. Do you have like a boilerplate kind of thing that you're sending, or are you just writing a personal message each time?
No, I'm using a template that we built, and there is many versions. Tam has a version, and we have another version. I think Tam is probably the best version of it.
I think it depends. If you're like super buddy with somebody, or like, I feel like you can be super informal and memeful and fun.
Yes.
But I think that depends on how well you know who you're contacting, and if it has to just be more formal and full of information versus, chummy. I go back and forth depending on who I'm reaching. They're in the agenda. If you have the agenda, they're linked. They're both linked.
Cool. Yeah, that was my approach in the past. I would have some boilerplate with resources, and then if I knew them or I had interacted with them to any extent, then I would personalize it sort of, ahead of that sort of chunky stuff.
Yeah.
Tam, I also had a question. There were a bunch of TC Create that were with the phrase next. Do you know what we do with the next label on the Create? Do we reach them out? There is a few girls that said no, and it was labeled like they say no, but I didn't know. They didn't know what next meant.
In the notes, right? It was me like next up. We can. We haven't completed the list, so yeah, we could.
Okay.
I mean, there's some people that I still want to reach out to on here, but I haven't yet. But I think there's some time still. And as Griff also points out, even the hatch has started is a nice time to be like, it's open, come in now.
That's right. Craig, there is a bunch here that have your label of contacted. That it could be, I will put on your name if you feel like it. That's Burrata, Rodrigo Guy, and Visate. Those three have been reached by you before, so it could be a nice follow-up if you think.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, Eduardo. Just put me on some, and I will get to those.
Thank you. And then Septimus, there are 2 left. Unassigned, Taco Backpack, and Pika. I can put your name on it if you like it.
I was reading the messages, and I don't know if I send something like that would be a bit random because I didn't onboard anyone. No, like I'm about to send you a copy paste. I'm sending to everyone I don't TC Hatch session with, but honestly I didn't did. So I'm not sure. Like, what do you guys think? But I mean, I want to help, but you know, I don't want to feel people feel randomly be attacked by a random guy.
You know, maybe it's a good idea for you to jump in the impact hour. Do you have that list? The impact hour. I don't know, Septimus, if you have the list of people who are sorted by impact hour, because I bet you'll know a bunch of the people in here. Yeah, I feel like it's all people who have been dished praise already. So there'll be people you're familiar with. And then, you know, it's like Soul Sister. I can't believe Sebnum. I have to get that. So wait a minute. Swiss activated. We want the blanks. So we only look for the activated blanks. Yeah, Fabi, Fabian, Barada. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in here actually.
I think Fabi activated last night. Such thing.
Oh, okay. We wouldn't pick it up yet.
It was one of the examples of people who had the next label, so I didn't know what to do with that. Septimus, I sent you on Telegram the list. So you have the link there.
I have it. So which column should I? Okay.
The last one.
But I have to put my name somewhere, so you guys know I contacted them, or?
Yes.
Okay.
You basically on la letra E, you basically put the update, or if you have sent the message and you pick name, if you know and it's on a sign, or you know someone from that that you could reach out, you can just add your name on it.
Okay.
Grieve, can you check? I don't remember if I already asked you this. Can you check Rosa Malk? If she has, I talked to her a month ago about it, and she's like, yes, I'm waiting for the scholarship. That was before the payment option.
I think she probably just has to click it. Let me see. I can check.
What the column E means? E act TS con. Oh, okay, contacted. No, I don't know.
So the columns are Swiss activated. If the person has activated their Swiss membership, vote message if that person has been already remembered or reminded that there is the voting option open, and the activate Twisted Seed message if someone that hasn't activated the membership application, to send them, hey, you still have time to activate your membership so you don't lose your impact hours. And then the next column is the status or the updates regarding that person.
Yeah, but for example, myself or Ivy have Swiss activated, but EAC contacted, it's not. What does it mean?
Zepti, that was early on, like back in October, November, December, I was in charge of reaching out to people that had impact hours but were not applied to the trusted seed yet. And so if that is positive, then they have been contacted and said, hey, you need to apply to the trusted seed. Now, that could have been 8 months ago, but that's what that means. Cool. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. Yeah, the last thing is what is the template? I should, for example, send Will Griff. I see Will Griff in here is not Swiss activated, and he has a lot of impact hours. So, what's the message should I send to him?
I have a few options, and then Tam has a few options. So, but I mean, in an ideal world, we'd want Will J. Griff to also vote, right? I don't know if he's going to be down, but I think he would have fun with it too, right? Come to a param party. But you kind of know Will J. Griff, right? Through Sam and One Hive.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I didn't speak to him directly, but yeah, I know a bit of his background and that stuff.
Yeah, so, it's like, will he make the time to participate in the, destroying his own technocratic power? I don't know. He's part of the technocratic monarchy. Maybe maybe this is like, maybe he's not interested in this. But we could invite him anyway. You kind of jab him, and that's how I would do it. I would tease him. Hey, you want to end your technocracy? This might be offensive. I know you like having all this power, but I would tease him. That's my style. Get him to vote and get him to activate, and tell him how. If you told him, hey, you have this many impact hours, and they're worth. Well, as long as my proposal doesn't get picked, they're worth at least $30.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's good because you guys know so many more of these people, and whereas I feel like I'm largely just cold calling, which is always a little bit odd.
I mean, I have reached out to some of the grief people, and I haven't never talked to them. But they know, they know, they can see that we have a common server. They can, I feel it's okay. At some point, all of these people will have to meet someone strange from the TEC community. At some point, they will also enter a call and they will know anyone. So for me, it's just a matter of, hey, we are strangers, but we are going to work together, or we are going to collaborate together, or we're going to work in the same project together. So I'm letting you know. So I don't think anyone will take it as weird or strange.
Yeah, those are great points. Let's do it.
Jonathan from Block Signs said, can I delegate to Griff or Jeff? And I had to say, no, delegation's going to happen in the comments upgrade, but we don't got it yet.
He delegated his Gitcoin stuff to me, which is great.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, go claim your Gitcoin airdrop and delegate to me.
I already did it with Sam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Octopus is someone has a bunch of impact hours, and he is not reading my message on Discord. Griff, if you have his Telegram, I can send him on Telegram.
Discord is, I think, the primary way to talk to him. So he's.
We only talk about both and trusted seed and impact hours.
Okay. I just did someone who also had both token engineer stateside, and I did the activate your trusted seed first because they have impact hours, but then also, hey, so you have impact hours, we're voting right now, check this out, and then part of the rock the vote message too. It might, you could feel it out and see if you want to send the same message now or wait for a reply and send the vote message later.
Where do you have this template?
Oh, in the agenda, there's these two messages. One has some memes and some, really light messages, like informal messages, and one has maybe a little more formal. And And I'm going to send both of them to you now. They're in the agenda. Oh, yeah, sorry. I sent you a telegram, but it didn't copy the link.
Okay. Oh, I see.
You see them in the agenda?
Yeah. Do you think the informal is better, or I checked it before the informal and it was linking me again to the formal one? Let me see now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Look, I can share my screen. This is like the informal one, and I
Yes.
see from Tamara I have new wording that I'm using, can't find here, but then it sends me to the same place, right?
No, it's a different document.
Oh, it's different.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I change it a lot, even though it's sort of like a thing you can copy and paste. I change the words a lot depending on what else I want to say to someone on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was also
make it
doing some 50-50.
Hi, I was away. Did anyone need anything from me? Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's good. James.
I'm confused. Like people can still vote. Like we didn't burn any CSTK token. We did. Oh, but he didn't have an address. So in the case of Will Grief, he's asking me like, I've applied for seat membership. Is that the only way to access voting rights with the CSTK impact hours I've earned?
Yeah, because that's how we collect his address.
Okay, thank you, Grief.
And then he has to actually activate his Swiss membership to get the impact hours. He has to become a legal member of our Swiss association. But that sounds, to some people, that's super cool. To other more paranoid people, it's like, what am I signing up for? You know, and it's like, it's not, it's basically a gym membership, you know? Like, it's not like a big thing.
Yeah, but only applying for the trusted seat, even without paying, he can vote, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But then he won't get his impact hours
Yeah.
if he doesn't activate.
I will tell him this. Like, you can vote, but to get your impact hours, you have to.
He might not be able to vote because if he applies now, we would still have to mint him the stuff, and it won't be minted in time. So
I see.
If he had only applied and we already had the information, then sure. But right now, it's really best that he activate.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then he'll get C-Stack and yeah, it'll all be easy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to jump off too for these last 2 minutes before the steward's call.